What's next for Manchester United as a club, as fans? How do you see it going forward now?
Liverpool game's first thing. When's that rearranged? No one knows. But let's hope that they rearrange it when the fans can come in. Wouldn't that be great? Especially after the 10 days we've had here outside, right? Getting in there for that game would just be absolutely fantastic. But I'm sure...
Well, as long as it's not before the Europa League final, because I'm sure they'd kick us to death, wouldn't they, the week before that? I don't want any injuries picking up before that, so...
I couldn't care less, so long as you get the chance to get in there and more protests, because that's what's coming. Even though there's people out there saying United fans need to calm down. Well, sorry, after 16 years, they ain't going to calm down.
No.
So, going forward, there will be more protests, and I can guarantee, when the season starts, the games will be identified, and some of them games will be stopped, because that's what's being told to me by fans, and that's what's going to happen.
So in terms of what type of protest, though, Tony, do you mean like similar to outside the grounds at the team's hotel? Do you think there'll be protests from match-going fans with tickets protesting inside the ground, i.e. running on the pitch, just making the voices heard? In terms of what?
There's different ways to protest, okay? And what will happen, from what the discussions, what I've heard, is that the protests will be peaceful, but will stop the game. And there's no bigger game to stop than the Liverpool game, has just been proved.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
It brings in the most money worldwide, doesn't
Listen, them protests weren't violent.
No?
They weren't violent.
No, he was there.
They weren't violent.
No.
What them protests were, right, were a disgraceful lack of security by everybody in charge. You seen it?
Yeah.
Listen, they didn't climb gates and all that to get in. There's video footage there showing you walking through the Munich tunnel with stewards stood there present. There's gates open there all the time. Pure lack.
Well, what should have happened is, obviously, once them barriers have gone, you know, your fans are rushing forward. Really, as security in any business, it should be right. Radio call, full lockdown, doors closed, everyone manning up. But like you said, the lack of security. You can't sit here and blame any of the stewards out there, because they're just doing the job. They're getting paid whatever money. They're not there to get a slap in the face or anything like that, or trying to deal with angry fans, because that's what's there. We were all angry that day, and rightly so. 16 years of it built up aggression. But where's the GMP police? Where were they beforehand? They weren't here. They were nowhere to be seen. You only seen the GMP police turning up once the fans were inside the ground.
Listen,
that should have all been done and coordinated before it even started.
Any protest, right, should be adequately supervised by the authorities, by the stewards and everything. Lack of stewards, no police. There's no reporters out there like your Sky and all that criticising the lack of preparation, right? There was nothing there. Now, if you let angry people, right, who were there to protest to get the owners out, right, and then they see an opportunity, they'll take it, quite rightly so. That's what protest is about. But there's a backlash now through one or two little incidents. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Of course it is.
It's going to happen.
Of course it is.
But I ain't condemning no United fan. At the end of the day, they went on the pitch, they come off the pitch. It's fine. Afterwards, there was violent scenes. Yeah. I wonder why them violent scenes were there. People there I seen getting knocked over with their arms crossed by the police.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, both ways, they wanted to clear it. They should have been there in the first place. But that's that. Now, going forward with the club, Glazers aren't going to go away, right? They've never spoke to United fans, so I'm just baffled why people...
Well, what do you think
go on.
Of that story of like this 50+1 model? Because me personally, I get it in terms of what it is, but I just don't get it why Manchester United fans want that. Because then doesn't that mean you're sat then with the Glazers, dealing with the Glazers day in, day out, on matters within the football club? I thought all this was about, in my eyes, Everyone's got their own opinions out there. Let me know what you think in the comments. But in my eyes, I want the Glazers out of this football club. I don't want to be sat here dealing with the Glazers. I thought that's what it was all about, getting the Glazers out. If that's the model, then we go down with the next owners. Fine, let's all have a look at it. But why do you want to sit there with these rats and deal with them day in, day out in what they've done to this football club? Taking money out year after year.
Don't you like the Glazers? Was you brought up hating the Glazers?
Listen, I was brought up with you hating the Glazers from day one. That's what my life's been. And let me tell you, that is what it's been on a daily basis, weekly basis. But, you know, I just can't get any sense of satisfaction of wanting to sit there or knowing there's other fan groups out there sitting with the Glazers discussing daily matters on my football club.
Well, just for you.
Not with the Glazers, anyway.
Just for you. Those involved trying to promote this 50+1, those involved in talking to the Glazers, whether it's by statements, open letters, or by sitting with them, come on here, we're inviting you. We're going to send 1 or 2 people private messages asking. So let's just see if they can come on and explain it to you.
Yeah, no, because don't get me wrong, you know, your generation and things like that, you know, you're much more aware of what goes on in the club and the history of the club and things like that. And, you know, and it's up to all you guys and your fan groups and that to sort of teach us younger ones in what it means, not just what it means to support Manchester United, because we all know that as fans, but what things like this mean, 50+1, where it's then going to eventually lead to. What's the end goal of the 50+1?
50+1 was nothing to do with that protest. You was here, I was here.
But I was seeing people as well walking around with these banners and that 50+1.
Yeah, but they were giving them. Okay? That protest, that noise was about Glazers Out. That's what that was all about.
Yeah.
I never heard one word, one discussion about 50+1. That was about Glazers Out.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, I agree with that.
Right.
But like I was saying...
But 50+1, right, the model, as I see it, let me know what you think. The 50+1 model is based on a German model, which does not exist here and cannot exist. As I see what they want the 50+1 here is they want the fans to be given half that business free.
Why do...
Well,
it's just
it's like me.
So if you value, let's say the Glazers, they're going to value that business at least £7-8 billion. So what they're going to do is give £4 billion away to the fans for nothing.
Well, it's just...
Rats like
I
that don't give money away for nothing.
Nobody gives money away like that.
No, they don't.
Nobody does.
It's either right? Getting a brew off you.
I heard a quote there, right, and it sums it up. I'm Amazon subscriber, he says, this kid. He said, so it's just like me writing to Jeff Bezos saying I'm not happy with my subscription, I want half the business. That's exactly what it's like to the working class man.
To be honest with you, I think if you shouted loud enough, he'd actually listen to you.
Right, maybe, right? But the thing is, this 50+1, I've heard on Sky News, a German spokesman, well versed in it all, does not fit this model and will not fit this model. It will not happen. German expert. So we're asking the people to come on who are promoting this 50+1 and they can explain it. No, they can explain it to us all. We're all United fans, so they can explain it. So
the 50+1 in Germany as well, that come out, I think, you know, let us know in the comments, but I'm sure it come out in the mid-90s. That was when all these clubs were a lot smaller than what they are now.
Yeah, but we
can't go back in time now. The way this club's run, the business that it is, the revenue it brings in. To me, I don't know how you go back
the
to
German model was brought in because they were all fan-owned already. So we'll leave it there. We'll let someone else from the fans groups or whoever's promoting this 50+1 come on here and explain it.
No,
now.
Max, I need it explaining, and I'm sure there's a few of you out there who need things clarifying, so it'd be good. You know, these fan groups then should be all, like you said a few weeks ago with Webby, everyone should be uniting. We need unity to try and force these Glazers out. And that needs to be a unity, and that needs to go under one voice. Whether you have a disagreement or a dislike for that person or group, that should go out the window because your club should be first. And there should be a one group or one person speaking for the rest of us. You might not agree with what they say,
No.
But you've got to do it for the cause of the club.
Well, you've got to wipe your mouth.
You've got to wipe your mouth and do it for the cause, and that's to get these owners out of this club.
Right, okay.
That's what I mean. I might have gone about it a different way there, but, you know, it's like...
Yeah, but you're a young gun.
Yeah, no. Well,
you're a young gun. You come from a different angle on it, son.
Yeah, but I just come from about it where you do see certain fans, and I don't mean fans groups, just... They're happy with a signing, and then it's all like the Glazer out. Oh, forget all that now. We've got Erling Haaland, he's our number 9. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see that, this movement, what's been going on, these protests, I want to see that as much as possible, because it's going to be the only chance we've got. This is the best chance we've got in getting these owners out.
Now, you see what I've got in my ear every day, what I'm going to have in my ear every day? I've got the young lad telling me, we've got to get out there. No option now, have I?
No, you're not.
Right? No option. That's how it should be, and that's how it should have been in the past. Now, thanks for watching.
Now, do you know what?
What?
We've not talked about the Roma game.
The Roma game? Tell you what.
We've not even talked about the Roma game.
Football's completely gone out of here. Forgot all about it.
I forgot all about it. Just
Forgot all about it. I do apologise.
Yeah.
I'm sure this was supposed to be a Roma preview.
Yeah.
But what we'll do...
It was meant to start it on Roma, actually. You know.
What we've got Brian McClair, right?
Yeah.
Doing a Brian McClair video, so we should bring that out, hopefully on Wednesday. I'll ask him about Roma.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, why
See
not,
what
yeah.
he thinks about Roma and reaching the final. So we'll do our Roma preview with Brian McClair, and we do apologise. We just forgot we was a football channel talking football. But there you go.
Yeah.
Press the likes, please subscribe, and press the notifications. Come on, United.
Come on, Reds.